He was always the life and soul of a party. Everyone knew who he was, very popular man. Loved his family, had lovely friends.
Very, very quick-witted, fiercely intelligent. We were very, very close. We enjoyed the same things. We were at university together, which should, in any other circumstance, have just been a dream. But unfortunately, it was cut short.
Beautiful inside and out, she's been described. An abundance of friends who loved her and still do, and wise beyond her years.
It's hard. I'll always miss him, but we just have to live differently, that's all now, so yeah, it's hard.
I can't think of anything that I wouldn't do to have another hour or another whatever it may be with him.
Miss Amy every day. I talk to her every day. I talk to her as if she's with me always, because for me she is with me always.
It was a lovely sunny day, out riding his bike. You'd never ride his bike if it wasn't good weather conditions. The bends that he was on are pretty tight bends, so it could have been that it was just an accident, just come off really, so.
For whatever reason, in his drunken state, got a phone call from a friend, whatever it may have been, decided to leave. And I woke up to several missed calls from my parents saying that unfortunately he'd been hit by a car and killed in the moments after he left the house.
A lorry driver, he had been using his mobile phone to change his music, went into the back of the car that my son was in with his dad, which was then pushed into the vehicle that my daughter was in, and they were pushed under another lorry which was in front of them, and they were all killed instantly.
Once a fatal road traffic collision has occurred, our forensic collision investigation team will send out what's called a fatal information report, and that information goes to the coroner and to Road Victims Trust, who are given the details of the deceased, anyone that's involved in the collision, and witnesses and family members who are able to take up their services.
If a person decides that they want to have counselling with us, we send out one of our volunteers. We have 50 volunteers throughout Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire.
The Road Victims Trust, they were able to support us from the very beginning. We were put in contact with them literally within days of it happening.
I kind of think to myself, would I still be where I am today if I didn't have somebody to talk to?
And I'm incredibly grateful for them for being there, because one day blends into the next and blends into the next, and you just don't know where you are.
If anyone's thinking about having counselling, especially through Road Victims Trust, it's an absolutely and most important thing you'll ever do.
Obviously, when you lose 20% of your family unit overnight, it's obviously devastating, and the Road Victims Trust were fantastic at reminding us that we needed to be there for each other.
The work that Road Victims Trust do is incredibly important. I hate to think what it would have been like if they hadn't been there.
It's about spending time with people, being with them where they are, and actually, and often when in a way that nobody else can be with them. It's being with them at the absolute depths of their despair.
I've worked on roads policing for over 15 years now, so worked very closely with Road Victims Trust throughout all of that time. I've seen firsthand the difference they can make to families, to mums that have lost their children that thought they would never be able to continue, from families that have lost both parents in collisions and not had an idea where to turn, that the information that we pass them is very difficult for them to process, and then I leave. And I've had messages from many families saying without Road Victims Trust they wouldn't have been able to continue.
We try and carry on as if Dad was there, try and keep it the same as it kind of was before.
Some days there are good days, sometimes there are bad days. Now that we're trying to find out what this new normal is for us, we have a lot of good support around us, and they help us to find what that new normal is.
It's so hard to talk about. You know, everyone talks, it's often cliched that things are too great for words, but the Road Victims Trust put words to those situations, and you speak about it when you think that you don't want to speak about it, and that is just it's such a valuable experience.
Having the support of Road Victims Trust to bring us to a point in our lives where we can be happy, we can survive, is the ultimate goal, and we've reached it.